Hi, this is Apple Watch Dave, and today I want to talk about which bands should you buy next. You've bought yourself a shiny brand new Apple Watch Ultra. Maybe it's the 3, maybe it's a different one, okay? And you've gone with an Alpine Loop. If you've seen my previous video, you know I think these are the best options and the best looking band. So you've bought that, and then the question is now, where do you go next? Now, you've got a couple of options. You could actually buy some of the Apple Ultra bands. So there's a Trail Loop there, and then there's an Ocean band there. Okay, now these retail at £99, $99 each. That's £200, $200 worth in my hand there. Or you could go on a bit of a different route and you could buy yourself a couple of Nike bands. These both retail at £49, so it's £98 or $98 worth in my hand here. So these ones are £100 cheaper. They're half the price. So which bands should you go for next? You've got one. You've got your Alpine Loop, where'd you go next, okay? Now, there's some people who say straight away, look, you just stick with the actual official Ultra bands, okay? Here's an Ocean band. You can see it's pretty heavy duty. Looks really good on the Ultra. It's designed for it, it's chunky. And you can see there, it just suits it really, really well. Also, these holes help to dissipate the water, as do the little ridges there. So when you're wearing it in a pool or in the sea, the water will run away from there. Okay. Now, to me, as I say, it's a great looking band, but having worn it, I don't find it as comfortable as other bands. I find it leaves marks on my wrist, and I personally wouldn't wear it for day-to-day use. So I'd actually go in favour, instead of paying £100 or $99 for this, I'd actually go in favour of buying a Nike band like this. Obviously, the one caveat for that is if you've got a big diving kind of background and you want to go diving and you tell me, look, that band is better for diving. I'm not qualified to comment on that. So if it's better for diving, then fair enough, okay? But I think, as I say, that the band here actually looks incredible with the Ultra. If I just actually choose the right colours, let's have a look, here we go. There we go. So you've got the yeah, so that's the band there. I actually think that looks just as good. I think it's as comfortable to wear, in fact, more comfortable than the Ocean band personally, because it doesn't have the ridges that are there. What I will say is that sometimes these holes can leave little marks on your skin, but I find them to be less pronounced than the ridges left by the Ocean band. This band costs half the price. I think it looks incredible, and I may well be tempted to get the new Midnight Black one to match my Black Ultra. Now, as I say, these bands are comfy, they look good, and I don't think that they look any less superior on the wrist as the regular Ultra bands, okay? I think it looks really good and really smart, and it's half the price. Now, next from that, you could obviously also go for a Trail Loop, okay? Now, these are £99 again. You can see where they are. Now, these are purported to be Apple's comfiest bands, okay? Now, we'd have to just forgive the fact this is a silver look in a black casing, but you can see that's the kind of style, and there's some really nice new ones out there, aren't there? But I'm honest with you, I just don't feel that this band is worth the price. Now, obviously, everyone's got a different view. I just don't think it's worth the price, okay? Yes, it's super comfy and super lightweight, but it's no more comfy than a Nike Sport Loop, and there's some fantastic Sport Loops out there. The whole range is absolutely banging at the moment, isn't it? Okay, they've changed from the Nike to the Run there, and if you put this onto the Ultra, I think it just looks incredibly sleek, smart, like it's meant to be there. And I actually think that these bands are comfier than the Trail Loop, okay? And last night, just to prove that, I wore the Trail Loop while I was in bed to sleep with, and I actually think this band is comfier. Again, £49 or $49, so it's half the price of the Trail Loop, and I think it just looks superb and smart and is comfy. So I guess what I'm saying for you here is I'd be going for a couple of bands like these. Hang on, okay, a couple of bands like these rather than Apple's official Ultra bands. I'd be saving half the price, okay, on my Ultra, and that's the option that I'd be going for. But what do you think? Do you agree with me? Is it best to get two Nike bands for half the price than the Ocean and the Trail Loop? I think it is, but am I right?